Everyone, I had so many requests to do a tutorial on the look I was wearing in one of my recent videos, and I can't remember exactly what it was, but I will leave the link to that video if you want to see. It was actually really easy, and it was something it's a look I do a lot lately, and it's using silver, and it's not a kind of a real sparkly silver, and it's a silver that I kind of deemed pretty unwearable by me because it didn't suit my skin tone. So I made it suit my skin tone by applying warm shades and by darkening it up. Okay, I'm going to start applying a base. I'm going to use NYX Jumbo eyeshadow pencil. I'm just blending that with a concealer brush. And I'm just taking a flat shader brush and silver ring. And I'm going to pat it. I'm going to pat this colour densely all over the lid. Don't use a fluffy brush because it'll be, the colour won't be concentrated enough. You really want to pack it on. And I'm bringing it right in. Okay, so there it is, completely over the lid. It is quite dense, and I won't be, although I'll be adding a colour in and I'll be blending those together, I won't actually be blending out the silver. I'm going to take Embark, which is a deep chocolatey matte brown. And I'm just using a Makeup Forever brush, but this is a kind of a flat, round shaped brush. Sometimes I use an eyeliner brush as well, because what I want to do is create right into the crease and right on that silver. I want to create a definite line. And it doesn't matter if it's messy because this one will be blended out. And for my eye shape, I'm bringing it all the way in. If it doesn't suit your eye to do that, don't go all the way. Taking a dome shape brush, and I'm just going to build on that, moving it up away from where the sharp line was. Then I'm taking a 217, and I'm just going to very gently blend this out a bit. MAC texture as well, and all I did, that's just like a medium matte brown, but it's warm, and I just applied it just to the outer part here as a subtle blend then into the highlight. So you can just blend that in. I'm going to take more Embark and just redefine the crease. I'm going to take Shroom and a fluffy brush, a light dusting of that onto my brow bone, blending it in, and apply some of the Shroom in here, just onto in the inner part of my eye and on the tear duct and just a little bit under. So I'm going to use Benefit Highbrow. I'm going to apply that to my waterline. All I did was apply Sable under my eye. I also used a Stila Smudge Pot in black. It's not that I really love this or anything, it was just what I had to hand that day. Just using an angled brush, and I'm bringing it all the way in. Again, if that doesn't suit everyone's eye, so do what suits yours. And then a couple of coats of L'Oreal Voluminous, and one coat on the bottom as well. Wearing mascara on your bottom lashes can be aging it depends on your eye shape. And you know it looks aging if you put it on and it drags your eye down. It is supposed to kind of frame your eye and define it, but if it drags your eye down, then that's not, you might want to pass on that in the daytime. I'm going to add another little bit of Embark into the outer part of the crease. So for cheeks, I'm using Peaches just to kind of help warm up the silver, and I'm also going to use Sincere as a kind of a slight bit of a contour. It's not a bronzer. I don't use bronzers really for contouring because it can look a little odd sometimes. But I'm just going to, just a very small amount of Sincere under my cheekbones. Under my chin. And if you kind of contour here and here, I would recommend that you add a little bit of that warm shade up to the temples as well. My face kind of needs shading here because I have a kind of a square-ish forehead at the top. And with the same brush, I'm just going to dab a little bit of a small amount of Peaches. I'm wondering, I'm not sure if Peaches is a pro product now that I'm thinking of it. Either way, it's easy to get. A little bit of my nose and a little bit across my forehead. When I was putting on my foundation, I kind of smeared a little bit on my lips. I always do that. And I use the Bourjois Healthy Mix. I don't put it like all here on my lips because that looks weird. I just go around the line. And I already apply lip balm before I start putting on my makeup every single time without fail. I'm using the Benefit Highbrow again. I'm just kind of going to go over my cupid's bow. There. And I'm using a pink liner which isn't sharp, which doesn't really matter. And this is called Clover Leaf, and it's just by a Debenhams brand, like Debenhams' own brand. I'm just kind of going to grab any old brush and just blend it down a little bit. So I'm using MAC Viva Glam 6 Special Edition lipstick, which I really like this, and it looks so unattractive in the tube. Like if you see this in the shop, you just go, oh, how boring is that? And I would have too, except the girl at the MAC counter was wearing this and I asked her what it was because her lipstick was gorgeous. And so I really like this, and I'm just going to apply it straight from the tube. It's my own lipstick. I love the formulation of this. It feels like a real juicy lipstick. And I am going to apply, I don't always wear this over the top because this actually is so creamy that you don't need a gloss, but I'm going to because I just like this gloss over it. And it is the same, it's the Viva Glam 6 Special Edition lip gloss that kind of goes with it, but I always wear it without as well. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this in the middle of my lip and in the center of my top lip too. And that is it. It's kind of like, it's a really easy way to add a little bit of definition and a little bit of colour into your makeup without having to put too much effort in. I'm not a fan of the effort these days. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was helpful, and thanks to all of you who requested that I do this tutorial, because I put off doing tutorials for ages and ages and ages, and I actually don't mind doing them that much. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye!